Hello friends and welcome back. Today we are going to see how to create a form in HTML. Whenever you visit a website, it has a login form and a registration form. If you are not registered, you should enter the details, and if you are already registered, you just need to write the username and password so you can access that website. So here HTML form is used to take user input. Here I have created a HTML template in which the title is form. Now let's see how to create a form. To create a form, we need form tag that let's take first name as input. Now to take an input, we need an input tag. The name should always be in the text format. So type equal to text. Whenever you want an input in text format, then you just need to mention input type equal to text. Now save this and see in the browser. Here you can see we got this input text box and first name. Now when I click on this first name, the pointer is not pointing on this input text box. When I click on this text box, at that time only it is pointing. So we have a tag called label tag. Now let's see label tag. Surround this around the first name, save this, and you can see in the browser. When I click on this first name, now the pointer is pointing on this input text box. So label, we can say, is used to give the label to this input text box. The next input type is password. Let's write password, and we have an input type of password also in HTML. Save this and see in the browser. Now you can see we got a password input text box here. When you write here something, you can see it is in the hidden format. The next one is date input type. Let's first separate this input. So we need to write br tag. Now next one is birth date. In this we can take an input of date. So we have an input type of date. Save this and see in the browser. You can see we got day. You can write 14 5 1986. You can enter the date here. The next input type is we can say number. Select your favorite number. So we can write an input type of number here. Save this and see in the browser. You can see we can write here only numbers. You can't write characters. We can say 8. There, the next input type is radio button. So first we need to write label favorite programming language. Now in this label we need to write the programming languages. So first we need to write input type equal to radio button and name equal to favorite language. Now first would be Java. Now copy this and paste two times. You can write here C language, Python. Just give BR tag so that this all are separated. Now save this and see in the browser. Okay, give a BR tag here also. Save this and you can see we got this radio button. Radio buttons, in this radio buttons you can only select any one of these three. There is one property in this input type called placeholder. Let's see that. Need to write first name. Save this and let's see in the box. You can see in this input text box we get the thing we have written in the placeholder. When you click on this and write something, that would be disappeared. So this is suggestion what to write in this input box. The next input type is checkbox. So let's write label input type checkbox and we write terms and condition 1. Now just copy this and paste it. Terms and conditions 2. Save this and see in the browser. You can see we got the checkboxes. Now the difference between checkbox and this radio button is that you can select multiple checkbox but you can select only one radio button. The last one is submit input type equal to submit. We can write give a value submit form. Save this and see in the browser. You can see we got here the value submit form. This is a submit button. Now there is one more attribute in input type name. Now in the name you can give the name of password because this is password label. So whenever we need to save the user data in the database, we use this name. So by this name we get the input of the user. Now another attribute in this form is action attribute. In action attribute we need to specify where this data should go. So for example in the index.php, this is a backend programming and we have one more attribute method get and post. If you write get, it will send this data through URL. And another method is post method, which does not send the data through URL. Now in this form we have several input types, but these are the common one which we can use. That's it for today. If you have any query regarding this video, then mention it in comment section. If you really think this content was useful, then like, share with your friends and subscribe our channel.